Yes, indeed. Welcome to Speak. I'm Keyshawn Johnson, joined by NBA Finals MVP Paul, Mr. Pierce, and Super Bowl champion Will Blackman, 2011 with the G-Men.
Yes,
it's Friday, fellas.
It's Friday, baby. Let's get it.
It was like Friday. Remember when we were in school, we couldn't wait till Friday?
Could not wait.
Well, I did it on Monday, Tuesday,
You didn't
Wednesday,
go to
and
school
Thursday.
on Friday.
That's what I'm saying. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was my Friday.
Right.
So, anyway, glad to have y'all, see y'all here again today. Let's start in the NBA Summer League in Las Vegas, where Cooper Flagg made his highly anticipated debut, scoring 10 points on 5 of 21 shooting. Not so great, including misses on all 5 three-point attempts. But the Mavs still got the win over the Los Angeles Lakers, 87-85. After the game, Cooper Flagg spoke about his lackluster performance. Take a listen.
You know, the coaches had a lot of confidence in me. They were telling me they want me to, experiment, try some new things. I was trying to be aggressive. That's new for me too. I would say that might be one of the worst games of my life. But we got the win, so that's what really matters to me.
So, Paul, can you describe this moment for Mr. Cooper?
Hey, what's so funny, Key? Yesterday we was talking about how much money you'll pay to go see this game, right?
It was like 20, tickets the floor seats was starting, I think, at $2,500.
That's crazy.
Man,
I paid $20 last year at Summer League.
Think about this. You wouldn't pay $2,500 to see Bronny get 8 and Cooper Flagg get 10. No, but I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think Summer League should be free.
Probably.
It should be free.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to pay. They want to sell. I know it's about marketing the players and all
Vegas.
of that. Yeah, I understand that. But, the thing I was impressed by, I was impressed by Cooper Flagg, his energy. Look, his shots come and go, but I noticed one thing, they had him at the point guard out there. So they trying to develop him maybe in this coming year because of Kyrie not being out there to start at the point if they don't want to go with D'Angelo Russell. I know they just signed him, but I love his aggression. I love the fact that he wasn't scared. I love the fact that he was going for it, but he gave me great energy. He gave me 4 assists, 1 turnover. He rebounded the ball well. He defended well, 3 steals, 1 block.
6 boards, yep.
Yeah, I loved everything he brought to the game. They won the game, and that's what matters the most, but I know that the shot's gonna come and go at times, but he didn't lack confidence. He wasn't afraid of the moment. Think about it. This is the NBA. This is kind of like his NBA debut, his first taste of NBA competition.
Well, no, not last summer. He had NBA competition
that was
in the
a
Olympics.
practice. This is like real refs, fans, popcorn popping. People paid for the seats, $2,500. It was like
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right. So some nerves was probably in there. It was anticipated because that's all we talked about on these sports outlets all day or coming up into it. So he got that under his belt. It's out the way. I look forward for him to really start getting comfortable. I wouldn't put it past his next game. I think they play again on Saturday. Tomorrow, I think he's going to go for like a good 20 and 10. Because usually after that first game, you get comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You get it, all right, all this is, it's out the way. The lights, the popcorn, NBA, they go whoop-de-whoop over there. We play in the league,
over there.
all of that, family and all, out the way. Okay, now settle in, he'll be all right. But I was impressed with the energy and aggressiveness and, trying to see him be at the top, working as a point forward. I was impressed. He's going to be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I was impressed just overall. He displayed all the things he does well, defending, handling the basketball, being aggressive like you mentioned. I mean, he shot 21 shots in 32 minutes, which that was kind of, that's what's going to happen. Like you said, people are paying $2,400. Like, he's going to get the shots up. They're like, look, go to the point, be aggressive, do what you got to do, put on a performance for people to come here to watch you play. So overall, just what he did, like I said, defending, getting some great blocks, rebounding, great decisions, what have you. So overall, with his play, I was impressed, man. So it was, I think, again, it was as expected.
You certainly could tell that he was pressing to some degree. And all young players in your first start, whether it's you, me, Will, in the NFL when we first took the field in our preseason games, or Paul when you first took the court in Summer League or preseason game, I'm sure you wasn't hitting on all cylinders the same way.
I had 30. I was hitting on all cylinders.
But when you think about it, they asked him, J. Kidd asked him to be aggressive, something that at Duke, he was within the system. Right? This was almost like AAU basketball. I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to just shoot till the lights come home. Then at the end of the day, You look at him up against his peer in Bronny James. So that was a matchup that was anticipated. Everybody talked about it. It was $2,500 a seat, as Paul mentioned. So now he's pressing on that to try to show him up. I mean, that's just the way the mind works at times. But I look at it and I say he'll be fine. This is his first preseason summer league game. I mean, that's not really saying a whole lot about his performance, but he has some shots at times where you can see he got to his spots. He was able to hit the turnaround on Bronny. He was able to get the transition dunk on the fast break. I mean, there was some things that he did well that you'll see that could translate over into the National Basketball League with no problem at all. He wouldn't be the number 1 overall pick if he wasn't capable of getting it done, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, all you want to do in summer league is just get some reps, show me that you can actually play as number 1 pick.
They gave him the green light.
Just show me some signs of some things, and we definitely saw some signs. Now, shots, I'm not worried about the shot. He showed me great defense, looking transition, finishing over the rim. Terrific defense. That's who he is. At worst, he's going to be a terrific defender.
Where was the summer league at when you played?
The summer league.
Did you even play in summer league?
No, I didn't play in summer league my first year when I got drafted. It was a lockout. But the next year I played, it was
You had to play the next year?
Yeah, Long Beach.
Damn, you was a scrub.
No, I wasn't. Because look. They said, all right, I played like 3 games, and it was like 10 more games left because they was going from Long Beach to Boston. After the 3rd game, I think I had like 46. They was like, just go home. Just go back home. You don't have to fly back to Boston for the summer. You know what I'm saying? Because I averaged like 16. Usually, I was running up for Rookie of the Year. You don't have to play summer league. You do all that, Keith. That was for the kids. You know, I was already grown.
You was him?
Yeah, I was already grown.
That guy.
Well, I mean, yeah. I played in 1 preseason game, so I get it. I understand.
I had an Irvine player, 4th round pick. I was in every game.
Yeah,
Every game.
Every drill, everything.
Especially you get nervous that fourth preseason game. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, everybody arrives differently. And we all in the same spot right now. That's all that matters, right?
Different destinations.
Speaking of arriving differently, Bronny James had a chance to steal the win against the Dallas Mavericks for the Lakers, but he missed a potential game-winning 3 at the buzzer. He finished the game with 8 points, 2 boards, and 2 assists. So, Paul, what are your expectations for young Bronny James this season?
Well, he's still in evaluation mode. You know, he was in evaluation mode all year long. He's still in evaluation mode. That's why he's in summer league. So, Bronny has to show us he can do something consistently, whether that's defend at a high level, can he knock down shots at a high level consistently, and until he's able to do that, my expectations for him is going to be to continue to develop. When you make it to the league, you have to show me something that's consistent. Like, hey, I'm watching him. He's consistently playing great defense. He's consistently poking at the ball. He's consistently locking up his man, or he's consistently knocking down shots. He's consistently getting into the lane. So my expectation for Bronny is to continue to keep developing. Don't lose his confidence. And like I said in a couple of shows before this, show me the one thing you can do great. Because once you develop one thing and you're great at that, you can move on to the next thing. Show me you can be a great defender. Show me you can be a great shot maker. Show me you can be a great ball handler. So it's going to be one thing, and it's in steps. It's baby steps. And so he has to continue to play, continue to develop as Summer League progresses. I hope he gets to play in all the games, because I think this is important in this stage of his career, because he's still young. Right. And so, but the thing I've seen is he's gotten better. And as the G League went on last year, you forget, he got better. He was scoring the ball on a consistent basis, but that's not what the Lakers is going to lead the contenders. They're going to have to see what can he bring to the team that the team does not already have. Yeah. Can he be a lockdown defender? Can he knock down shots? And that's what I'm going to be looking for.
He looked better than me. He looked more comfortable than he did this time last year, especially when you just point to the one defensive play that he made on Cooper over in the corner, where he stole the ball, but it was like a late foul right there. You're going to see the little punch out, because it's kind of like a ticky-tack foul. I thought he did well, though. I thought he just looked better, more comfortable in the situation. So, and that's a much bigger player he's going up against. I mean, that, he looked like he about 5'11" up against Cooper right there. So I expect for him to if he continues to play the way that he played this last night, the rest of the summer, and into the preseason, he gonna steal some minutes, Paul.
Yeah.
If he can do that, he gonna steal some minutes.
Yeah, I think.
but the key is, before you go, he's going to be able to do that anyway. But to consistently hit the rotation.
Yeah, but if he does that the rest of the summer and into the preseason, he gonna take the minutes.
No, he got minutes last year when they moved him. He got some minutes. But in order to hit the consistent rotation, where Bronny's gonna play every night, you have to give me something that's consistent, and that's what he's trying to develop into.
Yeah, the one thing that's undeniable is how athletic he is. Like you saw that him, dribbling the ball down the court. You saw him taking off for dunks, seeing him playing defense and all that stuff. And I agree. Like, what is the one thing that he can provide for the team that's gonna allow him to get additional minutes? Because we talked about earlier, he's 6'1". Like, he's my height. I saw him in Vegas. We're the exact same height. And so not being a taller, I guess defender or wing, whatever that's something that can lack in his regard. So he's going to have to provide something great. I know he's a little bit tall, but like Avery Bradley, how he was for the Celtics. Someone who came off, was a really, really, really good defender, athletic, and can get you some buckets. So, yeah, what can he provide overall? I think you mentioned he's improving, right? He can be a 3-and-D guy, but he's looking more and more comfortable. If anything, I think he could be in a situation where possibly 10 minutes, a game if he gets into the rotation, this season.
Last year, when we evaluated him, watched him, whatever you want to call it, he didn't look like he belonged in the summer league. He just didn't look like he belonged in the NBA at all. Just watching him last night, I'm like, okay, he looks like he's more comfortable and he actually belongs.
He was having fun.
I didn't walk away from it, Paul, saying, yeah, he just there because his daddy. I didn't walk away from it last summer, many people walked away at times saying, oh man, he didn't deserve to get drafted where he got drafted at. Now that he's got a year under his belt and he looked like he looked last night, you can't say that about him at all. You can't say it at all about him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of reps. You could tell, as far as a confidence standpoint, he's a lot better in that aspect. That's what I thought from him. I thought he just lacked confidence.
Yeah.
Because,
it's a tough spot.
Yeah, it is a tough spot. It's a very tough spot. You go into a situation, you're the son of one of the greatest players that ever played the game.
And his health, first of all, from last year,
dealing
too.
with his health. Yeah, absolutely. It's just like, he was taking shots. I think at some point he missed 10, 15 straight threes at one point in Summer League or during the season, I forget. And that was just a confidence thing. Once you start seeing those shots go in and you getting the reps in practice, it'll come. But like I keep saying, what is Bronny going to hang his hat on, consistently, in order to get in rotation? And it can't be he's going to go out here and get the shots up. He's not going to get the shots. They got the scoring. It has to be knocking down shots consistently open or being a terror on defense. He's going to have to hang his hat on one of those two things, I believe, for him to get consistent minutes in the NBA.
We can't go a day without mentioning the Lakers and LeBron James. The Lakers are in a transitional time as the team shifts from LeBron to Luka as his main star. One Eastern Conference executive was reportedly convinced LeBron wanted out of Los Angeles despite picking up his player option, and there are a handful of teams, including the Golden State Warriors, that reportedly considered making a major offer for him. So, Paul, should teams want to acquire King James?
That's a good question, Key. I mean, you're talking about, this is LeBron James here, who's still actually playing at a high level. Played 75 games, averaged 24, 7, and 8. And if you just take the age away from it, you'd be like, damn, do I want a player that gave me 25, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 51% from the field, 37? Absolutely. But you got to understand what comes with that. When you try to trade for LeBron, you have to say to yourself, can we possibly get into contention? Like Houston traded for Durant, they said, he can put us in contention. I'm wondering, why did Houston go after LeBron?
I was literally about to ask you that. I was going to say, do you make that same trade for LeBron James?
If I'm Houston?
Yeah.
Maybe so, because
if he's available at that time.
I mean, you got to make the call, right?
But it wasn't only reason why.
Didn't they get into it last year? Didn't email LeBron get into it last year?
Yeah, they are. Oh, yeah, they
get into it. But that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean nothing at all. But the only reason why this conversation even came up about LeBron is because his agent, Rich Paul, spoke about where he's at in his career, winning a championship, all that. So many people think that the Lakers aren't in championship contention. And
No,
so
we
now,
know. We
boom.
know. We know. We don't
What
have
you
to
mean
think.
you know?
Well, there's rumors about trading LeBron. So if you're in championship contention,
No, that's because Rich Paul said that, and everybody just ran to the water trying to find some fish.
Also, the Suns situation was different. They were ready to move on in general.
Yeah. Stop it. You mean? He don't never will. He just.
But going back to the question, should our teams want?
I'm from New England. I can't say nothing, you know.
I'm not sure which team makes sense. There's probably one team that actually makes sense to me, and I was thinking about this on the elevator coming up. Golden State Warriors. It could be a situation where you try to team up Curry and LeBron for one last run.
So who you gonna move?
Well, I think the only move there is like you want to team up Curry, Draymond, and LeBron. So the only thing is
Jimmy Butler.
giving up Jimmy Butler, which their contracts match in a straight-up trade. At least you'll probably be getting a better fitting piece next to Luka if the Lakers are going in that direction. A guy who could play off the ball a little more than LeBron and start building for the future for the Lakers. That makes the most sense for me if anybody wants to trade for LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, you're thinking 1 for 1. I'm looking at the New York Knicks. Like, if you're going to take anybody, maybe Karl Anthony Towns, he's making almost 50. And plus, too, if you do that straight-up swap, you're not really touching anybody else on the roster. Like, you don't have to move anybody else. Lakers may have to give up maybe a second-round pick or maybe a future first or something like that as well. But just straight up, them two, I can see that being a viable option. LeBron to the Knicks, like, it's New York, too. Like, LeBron, he wants to go to a big city.
Yeah.
Look, everybody could use him.
Right.
All teams.
But are you a LeBron away?
No, not necessarily.
Well, it has to make sense.
It has to. I was gonna say it has to make sense. But what am I giving up, and what are you giving me in return? Right? What are we getting from the Lakers? Mike and Ike's and some chips? No, that ain't.
we.
Yeah, we. Los Angeles Lakers.
I gotta
You
get next to
understand,
get.
nobody's going to mortgage their future
I understand.
unless there's a sure shot.
So why we gonna give up? We literally just signed DeAndre Ayton,
Right.
Because we felt that a year ago, had we got our big that we tried to get and he passed his physical, we might have been in better position. So we went out and got the one thing in a lob threat in DeAndre Ayton for Luka with LeBron on the team. If you're not giving me something close to what a LeBron James could do for us this year, then go pound sand and kick rocks. There's nothing to even talk about. Because I'm not taking your trash. I'm not getting ready to get you. I'm not taking your trash. Why would I do that?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But
Right?
you got to understand, LeBron can probably give you 1 year or 2 at the most.
So you
Okay,
got
we
to
cool
be
with
ready
that.
now to go. And
You gotta-
I think the
right.
Knicks are ready to go now.
Yeah, but what you giving us, though?
Cat.
That may not be what we want,
And
though.
LeBron go back with Mike Brown.
Yeah, that may not be what we want, though.
That look good.
That may or may not be.
You know what? It would be good for the league, though, to just having Bron in New York.
And
Oh,
Cat,
it'd be
with
great.
Luka.
And Luka in LA, that would look good for the league, but
Man, you always trying to sabotage the Lakers. Coming up, can Aaron Rodgers get the Steelers their first playoff win since 2016 season? We'll discuss that and more next on Speak. And don't forget, you can check out us every single day on Fox Sports Channel on Sirius XM.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Got a car to sell but no time to waste? Hop on to Carvana.com to get a real offer for your car in seconds. All you have to do is enter your license plate, answer a few quick questions, and if you accept the offer, Carvana will pay you as soon as you hand the keys over. They even offer same-day pickup in many cities. Save your time, score some cash, and sell your car the convenient way to
Carvana.
Pickup times vary. Fees may apply.
Speak up, Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was playing golf at American Century Celebrity Golf Championship yesterday, and he called out one of the fans trying to steal an autograph, I would say. Speak up, Aaron.
I remember. Yeah, you got a great memory. You could look it up, though. Then I would believe you, then I would sign your thing. But since I don't believe you, I'm not going to sign it. Okay.
Now, I mean, I was at the game.
Oh, you're an autograph hound.
You personalize it.
You're an autograph hound.
No.
Yeah, you are. Can't fool me. Can't fool me.
autograph hound.
No, look, when we was in the green room talking about this, I didn't know what the context of this was. But like, yeah, I know these cats that come out here, they hit you with sign this P. And then jump back in the pile and be like, hey, can you sign this? You know how they do? You know how they do? They jump back in the crowd.
They got the binder. They got the binder.
They bring the other one out.
Now here's
the
what
sellers right there. I know that. I know exactly what he means by that.
Here's to me, like when I was playing, what really got me is when they would hire the kids.
Yep.
They will hire the kids. They give them whatever money, candy, whatever, and they go, hey man, go up there in Green Bay.
Just hold it out right there.
Just go up there, and I see a kid, and he got a binder of like 30 of the same cards.
Right.
I'm looking around. You see a guy back there walking around like mind his own business. That was the only thing for me when they would hire the kids.
The autograph game is a cold game. So I was playing in Tampa. I was playing in Tampa, and I usually, to kids and stuff, I would get my gloves, every now and then, cleats, turf shoes, whatever. So we're playing in Green Bay, and there was a kid that was outside.
Green Bay?
There was a kid outside the hotel in Green Bay. Like,
Appleton?
Please, man, can I get your cleats after the game? I'm like, all right, we'll see. So after the game, he there.
Yeah.
I give him my cleats and said, man, don't sell them and don't put them on eBay. No, I'm a collector. So I forgot how I found out they were on eBay. I think maybe like one of the equipment managers told me or something. A couple weeks later.
The exclusives.
I seen him in Chicago, outside the hotel, hanging out with the whole. I said, man, you sold my shoes, dog. No, I did. Somebody stole them from me. I said, all right,
so
no
listen,
problem.
I can tell you the
problem.
way, so what I started doing, the way around this is, when there's autograph hunters, I like to call them, this is what I would do. I got to the point in my career, I say, all right, he's trying to sell these, they whatever. I only went out and did personals.
No, I could erase that, though. They do that all the time. Sunscreen. Ammonia.
Yeah.
But I only started doing personal. Hey, to who?
But I could they could take that off. Like you said, sunscreen and ammonia, you wipe that right on off.
Nah.
The Sharpie right off.
You can.
That's what they do. Because when you say, hey.
But then you devalue the card.
No. As soon as you say, the pictures or whatever, as soon as you say, who you want me to sign to, what's your name? And they,
that's where you got them, right
Larry,
there.
And you go, okay, Larry. They don't care, because all they're going to do is go wipe it right off. Man. Just like that. I know, they got cold hustle.
So you graffiti the whole thing. You write a large W.
I would do all that.
Over the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Speaking
of autographs, let's try the Steelers. The Steelers are hoping that Aaron Rodgers brings some new success to them on a one-year contract, but the Pittsburgh Steelers currently have the third best odds behind the Baltimore Ravens and Cincinnati Bengals to win the AFC North, and have the ninth best odds to make it in the playoffs in the AFC. So, Will, how confident are you that Aaron Rodgers can beat these odds and get the Steelers back into the playoff hunt?
I'm very confident, because a way to motivate a player that's great like Aaron Rodgers, they have to be inspired by something, the situation. I think right now he's in a situation where he's back with a historic franchise in the Steelers. He has playmakers on the outside. He has a good defense. He has a respectable head coach that he's known very well. So I think he's in a situation where he can do that. My only question when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers is I look at the history of who he hired as offensive coordinators. And that's my only question, because they haven't had a top-ranked offense. I think Todd Haley was there. And
I would have never got rid of Todd.
He's back there, I think, 17. And they've been struggling ever since. And even with Arthur Smith, I'm not sure if they're going to actually gel and get together. Like, is he someone that these quarterbacks like to work with? We don't know that. So that's my only question. If there's anything, if there could be a disagreement amongst them two where things may not look well. But overall, just on paper, with Aaron Rodgers and this team, like, I'm more than confident that they'll get to the playoffs with him as quarterback.
Paul, who you think wins the AFC North?
Wins the AFC North? I think it's gonna be closer than you think, Key, because I do think the Ravens will win the AFC North, but I think the Steelers will be right there, because I'm looking at their schedule, Key. They could potentially start off the season 4-1 after, 3-1 going into the bye with Cleveland after that, maybe 4-1. They can get off to a great start. And listen, Mike Tomlin is one of the best there is, yo. And then you bring in Aaron Rodgers. This is the best quarterback he's had since Rostenberg, since Big Ben, right? And Big Ben been retired over a decade, longer than that.
Now about a decade.
About a decade now. Like it's so there's no reason to think that once they sign T.J. Watt, which has to be a priority now. I mean, listen, we're a week and a half away from camp. Let's get T.J. Watt in practice, in training camp. Let's get ahead of the curve right now because Pittsburgh is all in. You got DK out there. You went up and got Jalen Ramsey? Mm-hmm. He signed there. They went all in. So I really like the Steelers' odds. If I was a betting man, they'll win a playoff game this year.
Yeah, I feel like when I look at Pittsburgh versus the Ravens in this situation, I like the Ravens to win it, but I wouldn't be shocked if Pittsburgh made a push at it because they still got defense. That's what their hat is. That's what they do. They're going to run the football. We know that. They went and got a big stud wide receiver in DK Metcalf, 50-50 ball, slants to the house, all of those sort of things. They went and got Jonnu Smith. When you start looking at what they may do offensively, they're going to try to do a little more balance. They're going to not be so run heavy as they were in the past because they got a quarterback that, as long as he doesn't make the mistakes, you look at where he was at a year ago with the New York Jets, he was making a lot of mistakes early on. Last 5 games or so, he played a lot better. He protected the football. He just did things a little bit different. But I still, with all that being said, I still strongly believe that the Ravens are the better team within the division. But I'm not going to count Aaron Rodgers and his team out because of Mike Tomlin, the defense, and a smarter, headier quarterback that's a veteran guy that knows his job is to get his team into the end zone, protect the football, and don't give it to the other team.
That's it. Who's been the best at that?
What's Mike Tomlin's record against Jackson?
Oh, I think Lamar. I think Pittsburgh has a winning record against Lamar.
And they beat him last year during the regular season. They went 1-1. Remember that?
Yeah,
right?
but I think he's. I don't know exactly, but I think Lamar's only beaten him like maybe twice.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe twice.
So it ain't a
maybe
given.
3 times.
It's not a given that Ravens are going to run away with this division
based on the history of the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike Tomlin. I mean, I'm going black and white. I'll just look at culture. You know, Ravens have the best head coach, best GM, best quarterback.
Head coach?
In that division? Yes.
I mean,
they got the best running back.
I would flip a coin on that one. Because Mike Tomlin can hold his own. I like Harbaugh, but Mike Tomlin can hold his own.
Yep. I don't disagree with that. No question. But I just meant like just currently right now based on team success.
Yep.
Best head coach, best GM. And plus, you had a situation where Harbaugh, like, yes, you go from Flacco and then you flip the culture, you get Lamar Jackson, and you end up orchestrating a team where he is now a multiple-time MVP. And you have the best defense. You have the best tight end. I mean, right just across the board, what the Ravens have. That's why, for me, it's clear cut. There's no question that they're going to win an AFC North.
What 2 teams not going to make it with the odds out of that division? Because there's got to be a couple teams.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Cleveland, right?
Well, that's not obvious.
To me, it is. You don't know who's playing quarterback.
But that's not obvious.
That's kind of
pretty obvious.
For me, if you don't know right now, like, who legit is going to be the quarterback, and you have tons of questions. And then the Bengals, we have no idea defensively what's going to happen.
But we're not even talking about the division, so to speak, right? I said division, but I meant conference.
Oh, conference. Okay.
I meant conference. The Bengals. I don't think the Bengals make the playoffs.
And there's a graphic right there. So
because I got the Steelers in, and everybody else is in.
Patriots is a major sleeper.
But the Patriots got better odds than Pittsburgh?
Patriots is a major sleeper.
Yeah, I know y'all from Boston and everything.
I never grew up a Patriot fan. I liked everybody else but the Patriots.
But I see all those teams at the top, those first 5, I can agree with.
The Broncos aren't going to sneak up.
I don't know about the
anymore.
Bengals, though. I don't
know about the Bengals either.
I understand we love Joe Burrow. We think TJ thinks he's the number 2 quarterback of all the QBs in the NFL. But something tells me that coach will be sitting next to us at the end of next season. That's what something tells me.
I mean, they still struggling with their signing their own defensive players. That was an issue for them last year.
So who? So what team? 2 teams, Will?
What 2 teams are going to miss out?
Yeah.
I would say
out of those teams that we just showed you.
I have to back
Bengals
up.
and the Patriots.
I say Bengals and Houston.
Who's going to beat Houston? Who's going to win the division?
You just asked me a question. That's true. That's fair. You're right.
Houston's going to win the division.
I said you're right.
Right.
That's tough, man.
He don't want to say the Patriots, that's why.
I can say the Patriots. I was going to say the Patriots.
Patriots, to me, it's going to be the Patriots and the Bengals.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
think.
the way I look
Texas is
at it.
going to win the division. Patriots and, I'll say the Bengals.
All
But
right.
Broncos, I feel like now everyone got film on the Broncos. Like, they're not going to sneak up anybody anymore. And plus, the jury's still out on Bo Nix.
Yeah, but he got a good coach. Earlier today, on the herd, Ravens corner Marlon Humphreys was asked whether Travis Hunter could handle playing offense and defense in the National Football League. Humphreys said the decision to play both sides, quote, mission impossible, and that Hunter has a, quote, tough challenge ahead. So, Will, you play both sides at Boston College. So, what's the biggest challenge? Oh, I got to mess with you about Boston College. They beat USC.
Yeah.
You remember that. What's the biggest challenge for Travis to play both sides in the National Football League? Not in high school, not in Pop Warner,
Right.
not in college, but in the NFL.
Well, here's the thing. In order for something to work like that, for a player to play both sides, you need, number one, you need a coach that's on board with that. And for the Jaguars to go up, trade to go get him, clearly that was in their plans for them to do that. And then secondly, here we go. And then secondly, you need a quarterback, like a legit quarterback that can get you football.
Ooh.
You're hurt.
Got right up there.
I'm still feeling that. You need a quarterback who's going to be on par with you that can do that as well. And number one thing that he does have, he has conditioning. And so overall, like, I think he's able to. Now, the thing for me is, can he do this consecutively after getting tackled by NFL players? That's where it's going to be a situation. That's where I can see, like, if that's going to be an issue. But overall, he has the team that's on par that agrees with him that they're going to let him do that. He has a quarterback that can give him the football. And thirdly, he's in great condition, so it's not impossible. And plus, when I played both sides of the football, I ran 2 routes. I ran now and a go. That's all I did. I was like 12-yard dig, I'm good. You know, I ran a quick screen, I ran a go route. And then on defense, I played nickel or I would match up with somebody. So it's not crazy. I've been back and forth this whole time going through the draw process with Travis Hunter. But it's not crazy because they're going to find ways to allow him to do that. During training camp, right now during minicamp, they had him predominantly work on the offensive side of football because obviously that's more challenging to learn because he is more of a natural cornerback. So I think for him, it's not mission impossible, especially if you've never done it. It's not mission impossible.
Yeah, I think people think that he's going to play 65 plays on both sides, and that's not what's going to happen.
That's not what it is, yeah.
That's not what's going to happen. There'll be packages, just like it was for Deion, just like it was for Champ Bailey, just like at times it was for Charles Woodson. There'll be packages that these guys will.
Because he's a natural DB, but he's a good athlete who's great with the football in his hands.
Yeah, so they'll figure out how to get the football in his hands. The thing that for me, is that he has to do enough on the offensive side in different formations and sets. So when he comes into the game, Paul, they're not sitting there going, here comes Travis Hunter. He's running,
Right.
he's going to go in motion on the fly sweep, or they're going to run a tunnel screen or a bubble screen. Like, he's got to do enough on both sides so that they could kind of camouflage what he's able to do. Because if they don't, as soon as he come in the game, everybody going to key in on him. And then it's going to be like all for nothing.
Right. Yeah, I guess the biggest challenge is how many plays he plays on both sides. You know, and what do we think his strong point is? But the thing is, like, when he's young, he's going to be able to get away with it. When them years start building up and them hits start adding up,
because he's
going to have to make a decision.
And just games alone.
Yeah, he's going to have to make a decision.
Because Paul, in the NFL, there's a guy that wears like a number 90 and his hand is in the ground, and he initially runs toward the quarterback.
Right.
And then once he sees the ball thrown, he retraces.
And he keeps going.
And he got a full beard, and he's already mad at the coach for screaming at him.
Listen.
He'll try to knock your head off. That's what Travis Hunter's got to worry about.
Y'all see me get my block knocked off in that video right there. That's exactly what happened.
Key, every time you say that, I envision it. I wish we could do a cartoon edit of this.
Did I see that again? Me getting lit up right there. See, this is what you mean. I try to be
so
sneaky.
people get an understanding of what you're talking about. Let me see right here.
This right here, yeah.
That's against Navy or something.
I try to hear,
man,
but still.
Ooh, that jaw.
Should have tackled you in the backfield.
That jawline got rearranged.
No, but it's one of those deals he'll learn, though. He'll learn, just like any other receiver, when you start running all around and cutting back against the grain and them dudes is chasing you, different in college. In college,
You can get away.
you can get away with it because there's some poor kid that's 17 years old that just came from the prom 2 months ago. He's excited to see you, so he stops. And he's watching you run around. No, yeah, I'm serious.
Like, that's what's his name, huh?
Who's that?
Like, no, I'm just saying the kid, he watched
Yeah, exactly. He going, ooh, that's Travis Hunter. So instead of him running after you, he's just looking at you like a video game.
Yeah.
And you learn your lesson in the National Football League because them dudes is going to come and hunt to eat. You know?
Absolutely.
And they got to put him in the right position and know what to do with him. It's cool to have a shiny
Right,
toy.
and just take care of
But
him
if you don't
physically.
know what to do with him, it's going to be for nothing.
Do they have a, so when you first get drafted in the NFL, do they have like classes for rookies, like rookie orientation?
Do they have what?
Yeah.
Like rookie orientation,
Yeah.
right? They should put you in that class with the receivers.
Rookie
and say-
premiere, that's what they call it.
Oh, the rookie. I did the rookie premiere.
Yeah, they should put you in the class with the receivers and say, hey, guys, when you get to, you got to prep them for the NFL. When you guys see these guys, they're going to have these beards, right? And they have car seat. Watch out for them.
Them dudes be having, man.
That would be hilarious.
Happened to Florida State. I got suplex. I tried to reverse fields, and Broderick Bunkley grabbed me by my pads, and I just saw the sky.
I tried to reverse field on a hitch. I hit the dude. I caught him, squared him up. Bam, bam, stepped. He jumped. I cut back. Normally in the league, in college, I cut back. I'm gone.
Yeah.
I cut back. LeVon Kirkland scraped. LeVon Kirkland probably 6'2" to 3,
280.
280 pounds. Cracked my sternum. Put his helmet right there. Bam! Cracked it. I had to wear a donut the whole year. And guess what he got, Paul? A full beard. Coming up next, Giannis might be on his way out of Milwaukee. We'll tell you where he may land next on Speak.
Listen, this is going to be a new technique we could probably use. This is the future.
Oh, no, not this say long. Oh, see, Pop.
Yeah. Oh, that was it. That was it right there. We got a new one, y'all.
If I get a sack like that, I'm gonna look this camera. It's for you, Paul. True. It's you.
You throw in a hand move, a little club rip, you have a fighting chance.
Yeah, sack.
You look like Day and Friday. I would have picked him up and threw him straight to the cooler.
I love you to death, but you got the hips of a 70-year-old homeless man. That ain't gonna get it, big dog.
Man.
First off, I think he barely fits in those skinny jeans he's got in. They need to reevaluate his attire before he gets lower.
Yeah, so we do
That's going to be in somebody's training camp tape, I promise you.
Yeah, what not
in
to
the
do.
trash. Paul, we know Paul a damn fool, so how badly will defensive tackle hurt Paul trying that move?
That
Yeah, the
move was
offensive
legit.
tackle.
You see I got the dap? Come on, dog. That's a real move.
Offensive tackle.
Hey, look, man, so
Man.
when I was a rookie at Boston College, we had a day, they called it Black Thursdays. It's the only day we can really listen to rap music.
Damn.
So
Boston.
we
didn't
had
he just tell you that? Didn't we just say Boston?
Oh, yeah, he did.
we had a bunch of country guys, which like you said, with beards, with beards
In college?
that would have cracked your sternum.
In
If you
college?
tried that move.
No, that move is legit.
They would have cracked your
only
sternum.
thing I was
They don't
miss-
hurt badly. They would have cracked they would have took you and threw you to the
No,
coolers.
the only thing that was missing from the move is, see, it's easy when there's nobody there, but I'm envisioning it. So when I jumped one way, he would have put the hands out, then I would have wiped them out, leaned this way, then leaned that way, and then I would have given it one more swivel, and I would have got
No,
there.
the ball was gone already.
Yeah, he already threw the ball.
He threw the ball, Paul.
That was a 1.5 second move. The ball coming out in 3 seconds. So I got
if
one more
if he
second.
holding the ball 3 seconds, he ain't very good.
Or you didn't get there yet.
You didn't get there. You 7 yards behind.
I'm there in
the quarterback.
2 point. No, he holding the ball 3 seconds sometime, Key. Come on now.
But that means you didn't get there.
No, I'm going to get there.
You
2.5.
can't be 7 yards behind the quarterback.
It's 2.5 seconds is all I need.
And what's the move again?
What's the fastest Brady got the ball out?
Boom, boom. And I'm in there.
Just boom, boom? You ain't going to rip. You ain't going to swim. You ain't going to do nothing.
I mean,
You're going to dip?
do I got to give another example? You want to see
No, I don't want to see no more. No, I don't.
That's what I don't want to see. Make you sign a waiver next time you do that.
Yeah, we're going to have to waiver to protect Fox from you breaking your hip.
Yeah.
The Lakers have been showing Luka that he is the centerpiece of their organization going forward. The team met with Luka after their playoff elimination to discuss their strategy moving forward in the building. People were around him. They also reportedly did not tell King James about the team's sale before it became public, while Luka did get a little bit of a heads up. So, Paul, are you confident Luka can lead my Los Angeles Lakers to a championship at some point in time while he's a Laker?
I mean, he's still young enough, and you have an organization who is bold at making moves. But the one thing I will say about Luka, which is very unique, from all the other star players that's played for the Los Angeles Lakers, his style of play. If he can somehow change his style of play, it's very ball dominant now for him to be effective, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. He could possibly win, but if he's going to be the ball dominant player that he is, usage rate, one of the top 2 or 3 every year, it's going to be difficult. Because as you start to get more teams, and you've seen sample sizes of this from players who have high ball rate, high usage rate, guys like Jalen Brunson, guys like James Harden in his day in Houston. They were winning a lot of games, but then the game changes once the playoffs start. And that's something he has to take into account. Is he willing to do some of the other things to help them win, like play off the ball or come off the ball a little bit more or get out on a fast break? But he definitely is a top 5 player MVP candidate, which would suggest that most guys in that category usually end up in the finals or have a chance to win a championship. Originally, I said probably not, but I think the Lakers will do enough after we see what happens with LeBron, whether it be retirement in a year or so, how they build around Luka moving forward.
You know, being in L.A. my whole life, been a Laker fan my whole life, all of our young stars, we eventually win championships with. Young stars, we eventually.
Let's name them.
We can start with Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
Then we can start. We can go to Shaq. We can go to Powell. We can go Magic. Kareem wasn't young, but he was worthy. I mean, you know
what they had in common, they were all in shape and they all played defense.
Well, he's lost.
And those are the 2 knocks that they said on him.
Yeah, but that's just him. We build around our stars, though, Paul.
Uh-huh.
We just do. I mean, that's the reality of it.
Yep, they do.
We tend to build around our stars. The interesting thing out of all this, though, is the fact that it is transitioning to Luka's team. But as long as LeBron James is on the team, I don't believe it'll be fully Luka's team because LeBron is entering his 22nd season, I think it is. Mm-hmm. He don't know nothing else but for it to be his team. So it's very hard, and you know this, Paul, it's hard to take a step back despite, because he's going to be on the floor. It ain't like all of a sudden he's relegated to the bench. He's going to be on the floor as the guy. So it's going to be hard for him to just give way right now to Luka, in my opinion.
You know what it is? He's entering that realm. You know that like us as black men, like some when we start losing our hair, that don't want to let it go.
Yeah,
this is not talking about
I ain't got
LeBron.
that problem.
And then, and when you know it's time for change.
I never know where he's going to go.
No, listen. You know, you got that guy, he got that hole right here, but he don't want to let it go.
Yeah.
And then eventually, he's like, dang, keep looking in the mirror. Man, I got to let this go. Then they come and shave that thing off.
Paul,
and then they eventually
Paul really ready to go vacate.
No, listen. No, but then that's the stage. It's hard for him to let it go, is what I'm saying, for LeBron.
No, that's true.
For not his hair, like him being the guy. Well, that too. His hair too. He got to let that go too. But being the guy.
But there's a way to fix it, P.
No. We ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna send him overseas and get the plugs and do all that. We're not doing that. And I understand what Paul is saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the same thing I just said.
It's hard for him to relinquish it.
20-something years in the league as being King James, I'm not just gonna all of a sudden pass the torch.
But he possesses all the things you need DNA-wise to lead your team to a championship. And he's still young. So I feel like he's in that realm where he's like, okay, what other ways can I adjust my game where we can now actually win a championship? Because he's gonna get you there, because he can, like I said, all the points, the DNA, the clutch gene, all that. He's kind of like a little bit of like LeBron's IQ and James Harden scoring. Like he's in a mix in that area there. So I think right now, having LeBron there, he's in a situation where he can actually go ahead and learn consistently how to get there, the formula on how to get to championship and win there.
Well, and the Lakers front office is kind of trying to help LeBron in that transition. And what I mean by that...
That's tough.
What I'm saying, what I mean by that is they used to talk to LeBron about things that was going on inside the organization. That report says they did not. They did not speak to him about, hey, man, we're selling the team tomorrow. They said nothing to him. At the end of the season, they usually meet with the stars. They did not sit down with him in the building. They sat down with Luka. So they're trying to kind of help LeBron transition
to the ball head stage.
You gotta stop.
The headband got higher every year.
No, they're trying to help him, but it's still gonna be a difficult task because he is LeBron James, and I understand that. I understand it.
He's had the driver's seat. He's had a hold on to the hair his whole life. So LeBron, if you're listening, this is what I need you to do. I love you, Bron, but check this out. I need you to go to the bathroom, grab those clippers, close your eyes, and just come straight down the middle. It's time to let it go. It's time to get the keys. It's time to get the keys up to Luka. It's time to give him up.
What if you just want to go with a one guard? That ain't low enough.
He already had a one guard. He already there.
Paul, I told y'all Paul was a fool. Giannis' future has been a major talking point this offseason. There have been rumors he could ask for a trade from Milwaukee. But his most recent statement reportedly has teams thinking he could force his way out of Milwaukee. Take a listen.
Are you staying in Milwaukee?
Probably. We'll see. See. Probably. I love Milwaukee.
So, Paul, with that being said right there, what do you think you want to see Giannis play at if it's not Milwaukee?
Well, I like him in Milwaukee, unless there's another team in the East, because the West, listen, he wants to compete for a championship, right? And he's still a high-level player. He's putting up career numbers, I feel like, every year. The East is where it's at right now with all the injuries, even to his own teammates in which they bought out. The window is open in the East to get to the finals. So, a trade somewhere else that's not in the East would mean you're going to go through the gauntlet in the West, with teams like Houston, Denver getting better. We already know OKC is built for the next 10 years. And then, who knows what's going to happen with Golden State Curry. You never can count them out. But the East is a different story. If they can figure out with Giannis and realize that with Giannis, you're always one major piece away. With Giannis, you're always one major piece away. So I would say Milwaukee, stay there.
You said where else?
There's no other place. Milwaukee is the place. See, unless he's going to stay in, going out west.
I like Miami.
Yeah, if you bring Giannis to Miami where you're able to keep Bam and not relinquish some of your major pieces like Hero, it can work. But I don't see Milwaukee dealing with Miami. It's kind of unrealistic to see Milwaukee dealing with anybody in the East at this point. So Milwaukee is probably the best place right now, and then reevaluate this when the middle of the season, when you get towards trade deadline and see where you're at.
So when you decided to make the move in Boston for KG and Ray, what did you tell the front office?
I was in a position to where it was like, let's make some moves, or you can trade me.
Okay.
Yeah, it was but I didn't have a championship, nor was I close. I was dealing with a young team, all guys in their first, second year. I think I was in my 7th, 8th year at the time. Actually, I was in my 9th year at the time, and I'm playing with guys in their first and second year, third year. And we were not making the playoffs. He's won a championship. He has veterans around him. So mine was a different type of situation.
But why would he say that just now why would he dangle that out there as if he not sure that he wants to be in Milwaukee, though? Because if you want to be in Boston, you're going to say, I'm good, I want to stay.
Well, he said, I love Milwaukee, too.
Yeah, but he said that on the back end.
Well, I mean, he's from Greece.
What the hell does that got to do with anything?
They English me sometimes. We don't understand.
I understood him saying on the back end.
But that's his way of saying I love Milwaukee, probably.
On the back end?
Yeah, because I've been to these countries, and, like, our yes is more firm than, sometimes Europeans.
Yes, it's more. Yes.
Indie base, yes.
Oh, my God. Oh. No, but
so it comes off a little different. You know that, Key.
No, I understand what I see what you're saying.
No, you don't.
No, I do. I do. I understand what he's saying, the language barrier. I get that. But he clear as a bell.
Said, I love Milwaukee.
On the back end, after saying,
he did say
I
that.
don't know. If you ask me, do I like working with Paul in Joy? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You damn Skippy. I ain't gonna sit there and go,
I think so.
Well,
I think so.
But at the end of the day,
cool.
but at the end of the day,
do that.
I love them. And you say that at the end? I was like, oh, okay, he loves us.
My goodness. I can't with y'all,
I can't argue with that. Once you throw the word love in, what can you argue? You can't argue with love.
Because he realized what he said and tried to clean it up on the back end, Will.
I
he
love
realized what he said.
Yes, he's like, he left it out there. Like, there's a possibility. But I love,
Oh, my God.
Like, Will, if I say I love you, Will, you my guy.
Can't trust that. Coming up, we'll check the vibes around the NFC North with these knuckleheads next on Speak.
Pause on me, man.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
Your little vibe check here. We're going to head up to the NFC North to check the vibes around the division. But first, Will knows the division very, very well. Helping the Packers clinch the division back in 2007. That's a long time ago, so you know how old he is. With his first 2 NFL touchdowns. Will, what do you remember about this particular game?
I just got back from a foot injury, and I remember I came back, and I just felt like I got to take one to the crib. So there was one of them I didn't fair catch. Next one.
Man, you fell on the ball, man.
That's the second one. What you mean? It counts. Chalk it up.
Okay, that one right there looks sweet.
I Lambeau leap both end zones in one game, so that's my thing.
That looks sweet right there.
First of all, that
look like a running back.
The end zone was high as hell, by the way. You gotta jump. But yeah, I was excited. My first touchdown was that punt return, so.
Man, catch the ball the first time.
Bro, man, you need to stop.
Just catch it. That's why
I was excited.
That's why he played DD. We'll start right there in Green Bay. Jordan Love has the lead the Packers to the playoffs at both seasons as a full-time starter. But he has yet to win the division. The Packers haven't won the North since Aaron Rodgers' last MVP season, which was in 2021. So, Will, what are the vibes right now in Green Bay?
Well, first of all, the vibes in Green Bay. My condo's for sale. Just letting y'all know. In Green Bay, hit me up. Let me know. That's the vibes, first of all.
All 40,000.
All 40,000. 250,000. So I think the vibes right now, Jordan Love, like, let's go. When you think of Green Bay, you think of names Starr, Favre, Rodgers, now Love. It's time for Jordan Love to get rolling. We got more receivers. We got Matthew Golden coming in. The defense got better, so let's go. Love, that's the vibes. We're waiting.
The vibes in Green Bay, Key. Will, it's time for Green Bay to show that they can play with the big dogs. Listen, last year they were 2-5 versus playoff teams. I know they were the youngest team in the NFL, but it's time to grow up. That's the vibe in Green Bay. Show them y'all can play with the big dogs.
The vibe in Green Bay for me is reclaiming what's theirs. That's what they're saying. We got to get back to 2021. We hadn't won the division. It's ours now. You've had the Detroit Lions all of a sudden come in there with a nice roar, taking over the division, but they got an opportunity now with Detroit's staff, not sure about that staff, a new quarterback in Minnesota, along with a new head coach in Chicago. Let's head over to Detroit. Speaking of Detroit, the Lions are back-to-back division champs and secured the number 1 seed in the NFC for the first time in franchise history last year. But there are big questions all around Detroit since they lost both coordinators this past offseason for head coaching jobs. So, PP, what are the vibes in Detroit?
Man, you said it all right there. The vibes in Detroit is don't count us out. Yeah, we lost our OC, DC, and all of the above, but check this out. They still got one of the most talented rosters in all of football. When you talk about from top to bottom, QB, running back, receivers, they're right there with the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, I want to say Sixers.
Because we got hoops all day. We're talking hoops all day. We're talking hoops all day.
So don't count them out yet.
Listen, man, Detroit, you got to figure out a way to, you got to coordinate.
Okay.
You got to coordinate. You lose your coordinator. That's a big deal. You lose your coordinators and your center. That's 3 lines of communication. That's tough, but you still got your core pieces. You still got your head coach, who is one of the best in terms of vibes and cultures out there. And so right now, yeah, you're 15-2. I don't know if they're going to be that good, but still the division is getting better. You got to figure a way. The new offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, coordinate. Get it
the
together.
Vibes in Detroit for me, Dan Campbell's talking to the team during the offseason. He said, don't listen to the outside noise. People like Keyshawn don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah.
I got my staff put together. Don't worry about it. We're going to handle it because I'm still in town. We still got Amon-Ra. We still got Goffey. We still got Gibbsy. We still got Williams. We still got everybody to make things happen. And I'm still the head, you know what, in charge. Now over to Minnesota. The Vikings are going all in with J.J. McCarthy, who missed his entire rookie season with a torn meniscus. Sam Darnold led the team to the most regular season wins since 1998 last year. And all eyes are now on J.J. to match that success if he takes over as a starter. So now, Will, what are the vibes in Minnesota?
Well, let's go up to Minnesota. You know, last time I was there, I think I tried to get busy. There you go, right there. Actually, this is when Minnesota came to us. This is Aaron Rodgers' first start.
Okay.
My first punt return. But right now, I'm going to say, that's my highlights of playing here against Minnesota. The vibes
that was
are...
a clip.
Huh?
That was a clip.
What you mean?
The dude clipped him, man.
Boom, boom. Here it comes.
Nah, it was the last one.
I got to wait because they want to talk while
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the highlight, man.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, no high step.
Okay.
Anyhow, the vibes in Minnesota are... Last year, you were able to get busy. What happened?
Look at this clip. I'm calling that back.
No,
Watch.
not this one. This is the last one. This is a clip.
Oh, okay. It all look the same.
Let me give Minnesota some love as I'm doing this. First of all, my last time in Minnesota, I tore my ACL. So let's just go up and down with the news. But with Minnesota.
They got a clip.
They got a clip.
Here it come. Right.
Darnell, every time I come on this
there.
show,
Here it go. Look, right here. Boom, clip.
Darnell, no, the head was in front.
Yeah, okay.
6.
Okay.
Touchdown. The vibes right now, you got J.J. McCarthy. Last year, they were able to show like, hey, we brought in Sam Darnold and we still were able to cook. This year, J.J. McCarthy, the new quarterback. You got Jettas on side with him. Defense, they re-signed everybody with B-Flow, one of my former teammates at BC. So I think right now they're just calm and quiet and they're confident. You know, they believe in their QB. So if he gets it done, they're going to rate back where they were.
The vibes are keep your fingers crossed at the QB position. Yes, they have J.J. McCarthy, and they also have arguably the best wide receiver duel in all of football. But there's still a question mark at quarterback, so keep your fingers crossed in Minnesota.
Vibes in Minnesota is J.J. we trust. They got to trust in the quarterback position. If you go back and you look at Kirk Cousins, he was Dylan, boom, 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 boom. Sam Darnold, Dylan, boom, 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 boom. Now, all of a sudden, for them to be that dynamic duel that you talk about, Paul, at the receiver position with Addison along with Justin Jefferson, the quarterback at J.J. McCarthy has got to deliver. This team's success all hinges on his success. If he fails, they fail. Finally, let's wrap it up and go up to Chicago. The Bears made a big splash in the head coaching market, signing Ben Johnson to a pair up with Caleb Williams. Both have been vocal about how excited they are to work together. And being a long, successful partnership is what they're looking for. The Bears also just locked in their GM, Ryan Poles, through 2029. So he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So, Paul, What are the vibes rolling down in Chicago down Michigan Ave?
Listen, I know they may not like to hear this with a second-year quarterback, but they've done everything in their power in Chicago to put all the pieces around Caleb Williams. The vibes in Chicago are, it's playoffs or bust, Key. I'm serious. I know this may be the toughest division in football, but they got to get to the playoffs.
What? What you laughing at?
What's wrong?
I hate this show.
Did you just go laugh all day? What's the vibes?
What's the vibes? The good vibes. With the Bears, man, just very, very optimistic. This is essentially going to be year one for Caleb. They did a great job getting the head coach they needed. Got the GM they needed. Locked him up. My good boy, Ryan Post. Again, I play with a lot of BC stuff here. I play with at BC. You get the offensive line. I mean, they went in and really bolstered the offensive line to protect him. I think he was the most sacked quarterback last year, I believe. And so right now, just optimistic. He's now going to get coached. He's going to be put in a position to really learn how to play NFL football. So I'm just optimistic. It can go either really good, and if it doesn't, it's like, hey, man, for me, I'm just like, it's year one for him.
Yeah, the crazy thing about the vibes in Chicago for me, it's a make-or-break season. And here's why. We went out and got one of the most coveted offensive coordinators, pass game coordinator, to fix our offense and our quarterback.
I would probably say since McVay.
Maybe since McVay, but we got a guy that everybody wanted. He's coming in, riding in on the white horse to save the day. Caleb Williams wanted him. He said, I need me somebody that knows offense. They did everything. And the Chicago Bears and their fans are starving for success. If they fail at this point in time, they'll start you'll hear noise coming out of Chicago about, is Caleb Williams the right guy for the job? You know how this league is. No matter where you get drafted, by the time you get to your third year, if you ain't doing what you're supposed to, they'll be looking to replace you. Coming up, the 49ers are changing their formula now that Brock Purdy has been paid big bucks. We'll tell you if Kyle Shanahan can keep winning in San Francisco next on Speed. Speak up, Brock. Brock Purdy has played in the Super Bowl, but did not come out of the game with a win. Purdy recently spoke about what he would do. I don't like the way that one is. If he raised the Lombardi Trophy for the 49ers. Speak up, Brock.
But I would go to prison for a year, yes. I don't want to cut off any limbs because after that year, I'd like to get back and hopefully go chase more.
Wait, what?
He said he would go to prison for a year if he was able to raise the Lombardi. He would just go sit in jail for a year behind bars in one of these prisons in California.
You want to be a convicted felon and Super Bowl champ?
I'm good.
What would you do, Will?
Ain't nobody going to prison. First of all, my dad was a correctional officer, and I seen those dudes, okay? Like, you ain't trying to sit in prison to get a title. Like, no.
It ain't worth that much. It's worth a lot, but it ain't worth it.
You ain't going to jail?
I ain't going
you ain't doing it.
He just got paid. Why you want to sit in jail for a championship?
Well, first of all, he has zero idea what sitting behind bars is. He's zero.
None.
It's cool to watch it on some of the networks and see the things. And you're like, oh, man,
it ain't that bad.
It ain't that bad.
Right. No.
So you hear that? Boom! That door shut?
Brock, I think he wants to kind of bring that back in and reel that back in. I don't think he really understood what he was saying.
But that says a lot about him because how we won't.
No, it says he's a damn fool is what it says.
No, but I'm saying he wants to win more than anything.
I get that he wants to win, but the
you know what I'm saying?
thing,
That says a lot about him. Like, because ain't nobody going to prison for nothing. But him, he's willing to do that. Watch out for San Francisco this year and watch out for Brock Purdy.
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying? I'm going to look at it like that.
So Brock Purdy is
convicted felon and Super Bowl champ.
Convicted felon and Super Bowl champ. Anyway, I was going to say, I'm sure we can find a few of those around.
Oh, I didn't say that. I did not say that. Keyshawn said that.
There's been a lot of changes with the San Francisco 49ers this offseason. The Niners legend, the great Jerry Rice, is a little worried about how it's all going to play out and come together. Rice noted the amount of young players that were added to this year's team and said we'll have to wait and see if Kyle Shanahan can put it and pull it together, put it all together. So, Will, you're confident that Shanahan can make this work despite not having the same caliber of players in many people's eyes that they had a year ago?
Yeah, I'm confident because he's shown it's worked. The Shanahan system has worked. He's been to, 3 Super Bowls? He's been to multiple conference championships. So he's shown that either I rotate coordinators or I change quarterbacks or I change playmakers or I change whatever it is. They still find a way to get either in the dance or close to the dance. So I think, I'm very, very confident he's going to make it work because he's shown that it's been working.
Well, what do you mean make it work? Like get back to the playoffs? Well, like make it work.
Well, to get it back to, I would say conference championship because they've been doing that consistently.
So conference championship means making the new look work?
Well, I think the new look, for me, if they got back to the playoffs and won a playoff game, given the fact, because getting back to the championship is great, but because they didn't make the playoffs at all last year.
Right.
So if they could just get back to the playoffs, win the division, maybe have a home playoff game, win a game, that sort of thing would be what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I like the Niners and I like Shanahan, but you lost a big piece in Debo. I'm sorry. You got the talent, and then news coming out that Ayuk is not going to be there. He's not going to be there to start the season.
Right.
So I don't know, Key. You lost a big hole, losing your emotional leader in Debo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the production wasn't there, but I get it. But people don't understand that locker room, the presence that he brought, coming out, music, running through tackles, all of that, like that means something when that's not your locker room no more. Am I confident that they're gonna make it work? I'm not confident in them. They're gonna make it work. They'll be talented. They'll be America's most watched game every Sunday because they are the Niners. They carry that type of brand. But I'm just not so sure about this team right now.
I like the makeup of the team. I like Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch and what they've done. They still got pretty much intact their main pieces intact. And losing Debo is a big blow. But those younger players have got to step up to the plate. Offensively, in terms of starters, they got the second oldest offensive unit in the National Football League. Okay? They got the second youngest defensive unit in terms of starters in the National Football League. So I think when you can put all that together and you look at them and say, okay, they just was in the Super Bowl. They wind up losing. Now, all of a sudden, they have a bad year. They moved on from a few players via free agency, cut a couple guys, traded Debo. You can't just say that, okay, they're done.
Yeah.
I think they still have a very damn good team. Now, you mentioned Ayuk.
Brought back Robert Salah.
They brought back Salah.
Right.
Robert Salah is a defensive coordinator, which is a huge get because Steve Wilkes' defense was actually statistically better than Robert Saleh's the year that they went to the Super Bowl. But for whatever reason, Kyle Shanahan and some of the players didn't click with Steve Wilkes, and Steve Wilkes is now the defensive coordinator over at the New York Jets. You mentioned wide receiver Brandon Ayuk. Ayuk is expected to start the season on the PUP list as he continues to recover from knee surgery. The move would sideline him for the first 4 weeks at least before he sees a game. So, Will, how big of a deal is this that Ayuk is sidelined for at least 4 games?
Yeah, it's definitely a big deal. I mean, that's your star receiver. We talked offset about having your guy like the X, right? The dude, the main person. But that's your star receiver, but it's a big deal. But I'll tell you what, though, if I'm Purdy, yes, I wish that he was available. But I tell you what, there's a guy, Paul, that I'm excited about to see him go off, and that's the receiver, Ricky Pearsall from Florida.
Pearsall, yes.
I mean, this dude is absolutely outstanding. Obviously, it's unfortunate what happened last year, but he came back. Obviously, incredible story, but I think he's going to step up and do an incredible job for him. So, yes, it's unfortunate he's going to be out. You still got CMC. You still got Kittle. You got Juwan Jennings, who came out and did well last year for them. I think they signed DeMarcus Robinson as well as another receiver. But I think having Ricky Pearsall step up and be outstanding for this 49ers offense, I think they'll be just fine.
Yeah, and when you talk about Ayuk, and you mentioned Robinson, who's coming over from the Rams, so there's not a huge learning curve because it's basically the same system
exactly, right.
with Sean McVay. I think he, as long as they get him back around the 8th week of the season.
Kind of when, it gets rolling, yeah.
When it gets rolling and they can keep it together, then they'll be able to make hay with it. They got enough playmakers around.
Ricky's nice, Paul. I'm just letting you know.
I like him a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Paul, huh?
He's like, what?
No, Ricky is good. I'd like to see him in a full-time role.
I'm just trying to look at, I'm looking at the schedule.
You know, they got Christian McCaffrey and Kittle. I think they'll be able to do just enough to win enough games till they get Ayuk back. Ayuk was having a pretty decent season, and then he gets hurt.
Not a bad schedule, actually.
No, the schedule's in their favor.
Yeah.
It's not a bad schedule at all whatsoever.
Right.
They got three division games early. That's the big thing.
Yeah, you start off early in the division and get them out the way.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the schedule, they go to Seattle, which is always a tough one. The Saints aren't really much. Arizona's not really much. Jacksonville, I don't really know what that is. They for the most part, you got the Rams, the Bucks, in back-to-back. So they got 2 games on the road, and then they got the Atlantas, they got the Houston Texans, and they go to New York.
But 3 division in the first 5 weeks?
Yes. Yeah. If you can win those division games.
If you can without Ayuk, like we were saying.
But think about the division games. Seattle, what is that? Arizona? They own Arizona.
Right, we don't know both. You're right.
I mean, like, they own Arizona.
No. I mean, these ain't just
Arizona, don't sleep on Arizona now. Hold on.
Don't sleep on Arizona.
Do not sleep on Arizona.
Don't.
Arizona wins that game.
Hey, wake me up, because I've been asleep on Arizona.
Been asleep.
Arizona wins that game.
You just ain't sold.
Arizona's not. See this seat right here? It's going to be a nice audition
for some of these coaches
moving forward. Coming up, the Dodgers are honoring the great Kobe Bryant in a special way this summer. We'll show you next on Speak. Time to check in on our social life. The Dodgers are giving away a Kobe Bryant bobblehead at their home game on August 8th, and they revealed the design on Thursday. So, Paul, you like that? You like that look? He got the. Is he lefty? He got the.
Is he lefty though?
Man, I don't know.
They got him as a lefty hitter.
Oh, he must be a lefty.
No, Kobe Bryant's right-handed.
But he might bat left.
I mean, I bat left because I'm right-handed though. That's why I'm just saying, I don't know. How do we know this?
And he got the Kobe, his shoes, I don't know what number, but he got the Kobe shoes on in Dodgers.
That's gonna watch this. I tell you this right now.
They're giving away 40,000 of them to the first 40,000
That's gonna be a major collector's item.
No doubt.
Watch.
Yeah, of course
that's gonna be a major collector's item.
No, the bobblehead game is cold. You had the bobblehead, Paul?
Yeah, I got a few of them.
A few bobbleheads?
Yeah, I got a few of them. None of them look like me though.
Yeah, no,
I'm glad they put the helmet on yours, Key.
No, I don't. I got so many. One of them don't have a helmet on. The one behind you got a helmet.
Yeah.
But I got one that don't have a helmet.
They be killing us on these bobbleheads.
No, I look the same.
On the bobblehead?
Yeah.
You had a good designer?
Man, I look the same.
Oh, man, all right.
Look at me. There you go. Check that out.
Man, they got me looking.
Man, you got a big face.
I look like I'm 70-year-old.
Look at his face, though.
Man, no.
Keyshawn, you look like
that's
you look like Jeff Blake right there.
Jeff Blake.
Nah, they got me.
First of all, I would never wear my towel in the front, nor did I tuck my jersey in my pants.
Nah, they got me looking tricky.
And that's way too much white on my socks.
P, that's you when it.
My face look bigger than my body.
Yeah, you got a big face.
That's cold-blooded.
That's a Wizards Paul P. That's Wizards Paul P right there.
That's like 70-year-old Paul P. That one ain't even out yet. They just put it up there.
That's the future.
You got a big face, though, Paul.
Man, they killed me on that one, man. Give me at least
got the waves going in my hair, so I'm good.
That's right before they traded for KG.
Oh, whatever.
You were stressed.
All right, I got a question for you, Key.
That's your 9P.
I got a question, a serious question, Key. The Dodgers been swept in a major slump. Major slump. They've been swept in back-to-back series. Astros, Brewers, for 6 straight losses. What they gonna do, man? Now they're in San Francisco. They gotta see the Giants. Come on now. What they gonna do now?
No, we all right.
They face their final rival, the Giants, before All-Star break. What they gonna do, man? Come on, talk to me.
It's gonna be tough in San Francisco. It's gonna be tough. And we lost 6 in a row, like you said. No question about it. But I still think we got a 5-game lead.
You think they're going to get back on track?
We got a 5-game lead in the NL West.
Tonight.
Okay? And tonight, Dustin May's on the mound for us.
I mean, but they could be looking at, an All-Star.
Really good.
Think about this. I don't know how it was, because football don't have All-Star, All-Pro Bowl in the middle of the season. But when All-Star came up in the middle of the season, you start looking at that break, you start relaxing. You know what I'm saying? You just in your head mentally.
Our pitching.
Because some guys might be on vacation already.
Our pitchers suffer. We brought in 5 minor league pitchers over the last couple weeks.
Because they already on vacation.
No, because our guys is injured.
But look, hey, you got hope, though. You got Dustin May up.
Dustin May could give us something.
His last
or not
time
give
he was
us
up, he
something.
had 7 scoreless innings. You got hope.
No, we don't.
Let's talk about my Red Sox, though. My Red Sox, though, I tell you what, though, 9-1 this month.
Nobody cares about the Sox, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Nobody cares.
How the Sox doing this year?
You know, we fourth in the East, but, you know.
Yeah, we're first.
But
Numero uno.
we went in, I think we had something like 7 straight wins, something crazy like that. So we chilling right now.
And for the Dodgers.
We're waiting Braves to get back. He's a little injured, you know what I'm saying? He should be back this weekend.
And for the Dodgers, though, Paul, it really starts to count for us.
Don't say no October.
In October. That's when it really starts to count.
Yeah.
In October. We get people back. We get them healthy. You see Ohtani's out on the mound pitching. Now we're just going to keep giving him more reps, more innings, more reps.
You think he'll pitch in the playoffs?
1,000%. 1,000%. He will pitch in the playoffs.
What about Kershaw?
We going to use him.
Did you go to Red Sox games like that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we're going to use him. We're going to use Kershaw. Kershaw is a legend.
Yeah.
So we're going to use him. There's no question about it. Okay. But you got to remember, one of the things, but we got to get Muncy back.
I don't think he ever knew, so you got to tell him.
Muncy, he'll be back at some point in time in the lineup. Mm-hmm. Our bats have struggled. You know, Ohtani's hitting like 150 in the last, I want to say like 9 games or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's hit a couple homers, but for the most part, he struggled at the plate. Now, I don't know why, but this happens every single year, man.
Summer,
all the damn games that they play.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. It's Friday, and Ice Cube gave me an exclusive update on his iconic Friday movie. On my All Facts Legend series. Speak up, QB.
We're about to go into doing the script. This is the 3rd time I'm writing last Friday. So I wrote a script in 2013 that they didn't want to do. They finally said, okay, we'll let you do the movie you want to do. So I got to just pull the whole band back together again.
That's going to be lit.
So what's the script, Paul? What suggestions you got for last?
Man, he need to find a way to get me in there. You know, it's based in L.A. Get me at Cube. Get me in there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody rolling in a low rider, catch me walking in my robe or something, me in the low rider. I could play all kind of role. I could be Debo. I mean, I could be serving up something. You know, I could just, whatever you want on Friday. Yeah, I mean, I'll be perfect for Friday.
Like a low rider bike?
Yeah, he's rolling through Inglewood. He see me over there with the homies. What's up? Like, yeah. I could play a lot of roles, Keith.
You're gonna be riding that bike. Them knees gonna be.
I could be rolling the bike through the hood. With my Lokes on.
Hey, I used to see Klay Thompson's dad, Michael Thompson, on a bike. Knees way up here.
Oh, out that way. Yeah, no, it's going down though. He's gonna put. I think this Friday is gonna probably be. Well, it's hard to beat the first Friday.
It's hard. They all good to me.
But he's such a phenomenal writer.
Yeah.
You know, I just wish that he had the opportunity before Debo passed away.
Right.
What was the other?
John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon passed away.
Yeah.
If he could have somehow took care of that before that, it would have been obviously really good. So now he's got to find the right characters, as he explained to me, that fit the movie. So one of the things I asked him, I was like, so Lil Shay, he gonna get a role? He told me he got an audition. I'm like, audition? You got an audition. It's your son. It's like, no, man, you gotta.
That ain't how this works.
Yeah, he got to audition. He got to be right. Just because he's my son, he got to do it the right way. I'm like, nah, we gonna play nepotism with mine.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they do. We gonna do the same thing. We gonna put him right in the movie. He just started laughing. He was laughing because, you know, he played his part in Straight Outta Compton.
Right.
But he had to audition for it. He just didn't give it.
What was that group out of Straight Outta Compton? NWA?
National Writers Association.
NWA?
National Writers Association.
I forgot what NWA stood for. What do it stand for?
Neighbors with attitude, Paul.
Neighbors? So Q was in a group called Neighbors. What else?
Yes, that is correct. We showed you Paul's pass rush move earlier, but it gets a little bit better day to day.
See, you ain't got enough.
Next Friday.
Hey, that's my.
You don't got enough. Yeah, and he got skinny.
Look, no, look.
But you didn't get skinny.
Man, he sure got skinny.
If you
right
got
there.
skinny, bro, it would have been on point.
Damn, you trying to say my move look like this? Look.
Come on. Nah, I didn't say that.
He got footwork though, right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, Epps. I love you, Epps, but you ain't got them footwork no more.
No, who moves better?
No, my move.
Oh, no question. He even had a defender.
Ooh, he got a defender, huh?
ABD.
Yeah.
No, man, y'all.
You just avoiding paper.
Nah, he right in front of me. I linked that way, and got around him.
As soon as you hopped up though, Paul, your chest is gonna have a.
No, it's not because he's not coming forward, Key. If you pass protecting, you gonna take steps back first. I know football a little bit. He ain't gonna step forward, so I'm gonna jump. Boom. He gonna step back. He gonna lean that way.
It's called a jump set.
And they gonna wait. And they gonna wait for you to come.
And I'm gonna lean one way, and then I'm gonna come on, get around that.
If you lean,
swivel.
If you lean, you just gonna lean right to the ground.
No, look, I'm gonna jump. He backing up. I lean that way, then boom. You see that inside shoulder? The inside shoulder got to his outside. So you got to look at all his technique.
I want to see. I want to see.
His technique.
Paul, you have long arms, right?
I'm just saying, what you receivers can tell me about defense and ending?
You have long arms.
Y'all receivers, y'all that's defense and end. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
I used to have to block defensive ends.
You didn't do a good job, did you?
That's not true. Although Strahan did get a sack on me one time, but you know.
No, that's a good move. Look, I got dapped up. You see the
question,
hold on. Did I get dapped up or what?
Man, we didn't be nice. He's on the show.
You would have got that. Yeah.
He laughing at you.
He said, have a seat, sir.
He'd have choked you out.
Will we see a Big 3 tournament on the next Friday?
A Big 3 tournament?
What cast members?
Ooh, I could be on that as a cast member.
Like, let's say Day
go Pinky, to the game.
Day Pinky and Money Mike challenge somebody.
They should let me be in the movie. I'll do it in the movie, but I can't do the Big 3.
They challenge Smokey.
Now that you mentioned that.
They challenge Smokey, Big Worm.
No, I'm good.
And Ezel.
That's a Big 3.
You left all your Big 3 performances with the Clippers?
I left the bodies buried where they was at. I ain't trying to dig them up. I don't want to dig those up.
All right, coming up, we'll take a look back at the fun we had all week long right here on Speak.
Hey, boy. Hey, I know your boy.
The list is garbage.
Things for the barbecue?
They should burn that list. I messed up, though. As I entered into the crib, the food is all there, but everybody drinking. The beans are still there. Even though they ate everything else. Oh, I said, Paul, man, I messed this one up. The drink was at 8 when the drink should have been number 1.
First off, I think he barely fits in those skinny jeans he's got in. He may need to reevaluate his attire before he gets on there.
Look at that. Damn. Look at that.
God.
And they partying on you, cussing the refs out and everything.
I'm passionate, man.
Oh, God, now we passionate.
I walk by sight, not by faith. And the Chargers have convinced me enough times that it's not a good idea.
I like that. Say that one more time.
I walk by sight, not by faith.
Okay, I'm gonna write that. I'm writing that down.
Don't say it in church, because you get scolded.
Boy, I'll tell you, boy, Key. I ain't seen you in a long time, Key.
Go here.
Hey.
Michael gonna kill us with it. Oh, such a crazy time. Time to check in on our social life. The Cardinals unveiled a new program called Cardinals Premier Travel for their away games against the Dallas Cowboys this fall. Fans who purchase the experience will receive round-trip flights on a private plane, 2 nights at a hotel, and team-sponsored tailgate, welcome reception, among other amenities, packaging starting at $2,500. So, Paul.
Man, that's a cool deal.
Would you pay for this experience?
Yeah, that's a good deal right there. I'll do it. We should get on this.
No, I'm good.
You don't want to check that out?
I'm not paying to go watch no damn Cardinals play.
They exciting team, whether you like it or not.
Exciting about what?
Kyler Murray, and then you got Marvin Harrison Jr.
No, I'm
that
good.
combination ain't gonna be
Marvin
nothing.
Harrison is cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's gonna be a nice
Hey,
combination.
You know what though? You know
Good.
what 2,400 would get you? You call it a wine MVP experience. You go to Napa. We'll set you up at Opus Winery. Go to Darius.
Darius, I got Darius. Darius is cool.
French Laundry. Press. Call me up. The wine MVP.
Darius
We'll
is
take
cool, though. I like
2,400. We'll take
Hey,
care
you know
of
what else you can get for 2,500?
Hey,
it's been real, man. I'll tell you what.
That's the
It's
thing.
been a great weekend.
Yeah, exactly. We all getting ready to take a little break for a minute, and I want Paul to be able to join me when I come back from my break.
We
So
still
I'm
got
not-
20 seconds, so
Look at me in the Lambo
So
Leap.
this is what you can get for 2,500.
Look at that Lambo Leap. Hey, Will, look at that Lambo Leap.
Boy, that vertical was slim.
Man, you know how high that wall was over there?
I tell you what,
That's it for us.
Hey, they didn't
Have
let me
a
go.
great weekend.
Who
Stay
got the
out
hand
of
in my
trouble
pocket?
and don't take any advice from Paul.